Pakistan says it has launched widespread airstrikes inside Afghanistan, targeting key Taliban military installations. Claiming to be in open war with its neighbor, Pakistan says it is in response to cross-border offensive by Afghan forces. As heavy fighting continues along the border, the United States has expressed Pakistan's right to defend itself, while the United Nations has called for an immediate ceasefire. As tensions escalate, Pakistan says it carried out aerial strikes on 29 locations across Afghanistan, including the capital, Kabul, and the Taliban stronghold of Kandahar. Now, according to Pakistani officials, 297 Taliban officials and militants were killed. They also claim 89 checkposts were destroyed, 18 were captured, and 136 tanks and armored vehicles were taken out. Afghan Taliban reported that at least 19 civilians were killed in the provinces of Khost and Paktika.
Following their attacks, according to the casualty figures we have collected up to this morning, we have 13 mujahideen martyred in this fighting and 22 wounded. In one area, 13 civilians were also wounded. Current reports indicate that in Paktika, civilians have also suffered casualties, with several people killed and injured, but the exact number is not yet confirmed.
The clashes force the closure of the Torkham border crossing, a vital trade route between Pakistan and Afghanistan, leaving long lines of trucks loaded with goods stranded on the roads. Residents described it as a night of terror as shelling forced children and family to flee in panic.
What happened last night was horrific. The Taliban fired heavily from the Afghan side, causing immense suffering to the women and children here.
Now, Afghan Taliban responded with fresh strikes on Pakistani border posts in Khost and Paktika. Local media reported mortars fired into civilian areas. Afghanistan's Taliban-led defense ministry has released satellite footage showing strikes on multiple compounds inside Pakistan, according to reports. Targets including a military camp near Faizabad and Islamabad, a headquarters in Nowshera, and facilities in Jamrud and Abbottabad. Pakistani officials, however, reportedly claimed that drones were intercepted by air defense systems with no casualties reported. In the Jaji Maidan district of Khost province, Taliban armed forces have positioned D-10 howitzer artillery with munitions near the Pakistan border. The deployment follows clashes between Taliban fighters and Pakistani border forces, raising fears of further escalation along the frontier.
The operations carried out by our mujahideen, thank God, were highly successful, and a large number of Pakistan posts were destroyed. If Pakistan once again takes such an action, we are ready once more, with our lives and our wealth.
Meanwhile, the United States has expressed support for Pakistan's right to defend itself against Taliban attacks, but UK, the United Nations, and the Red Cross are urging immediate de-escalation. Diplomats from China, Saudi Arabia, and Qatar are working behind the scenes to calm tensions. Iran has also weighed in, calling on both sides to respect sovereignty and refrain from further escalation. Now, the U.S. mission has issued a security advisory in Pakistan. It has warned that due to heightened tensions, Pakistani security forces have increased their presence in major cities. It claimed that law enforcement facilities, military installations, and major commercial centers remained likely targets for terrorist organizations. It also urged American citizens to exercise caution when visiting these locations, especially during peak hours.